Welcome to the Black Gay History channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. I recently came across some YouTube videos about ethnic groups on the African continent, and a fascinating group of people that stood out and was new to me was the Malagasy on the African continent's largest island territory, Madagascar. Because I'm always interested in finding out about queer cultures in the African diaspora, I couldn't help but wonder how the LGBTQAI+ community in Madagascar was faring. Since Madagascar is one of the most ethnically and biodiverse places on Earth, surely the Malagasy people would be understanding of LGBTQ identities, right? The Malagasy are the only completely Asian and African or Blasian ethnic group in the world. There are many speculations as to how the diverse ethnic group came to be in Madagascar, with many modern scientists pointing to ancient ancestors incoming from Indonesia and Austronesian countries and crossing the Indian Ocean to eventually intermarry with Bantu travelers from East Africa. 90% of the population of Madagascar is Malagasy, with up to 20 separate tribal family groups within the large Malagasy ethnic group. The Malagasy share genetic similarities to Austronesian ethnic groups like the indigenous people of Australia, which could mean that the Malagasy have been there much longer than modern science can even account for. It's fitting that this diverse ethnic group lives in Madagascar because the island of Madagascar's biodiversity is also special and unique to the planet. Because Madagascar broke off from the African continent roughly 160 million years ago, the island has developed its own distinct animal and plant life not seen anywhere else on the African continent or in the rest of the world. DazedDigital.com released an article in 2018 highlighting the work of British photographer Tom Maguire, who visited Madagascar and recorded the highlights of his time being spent with the LGBT community there. With a full photo gallery and many interviews from the local Malagasy community activists, the community members share their unique stories and challenges of living on the island. Many community members interviewed felt somewhat left out of the larger global conversations of LGBTQ rights in East Africa, and their isolation on the island also meant that access to services like HIV prevention and HIV care made it difficult to lower HIV rates in the region. With the influence of French and British colonization and imperialism throughout the 1800s, a Christian influence brought a Western culture of homophobia to the Malagasy people, which is prevalent even today, though same-sex activity is legal for adults over 21. Luckily, the beautiful and vibrant queer culture in Madagascar has a few gay spots like the Pattaya nightclub to socialize. The premier LGBT organization in the country is Solidarité des MSM Madagascar, which hosts community education sessions and trainings and works in HIV prevention and care. It was really beautiful to see the gay youth loving on each other and getting dressed in drag to go out to the club in Tom Maguire's photo documentary. And I think the more we can learn about and share our unique experiences as gay men from the African diaspora, the more we can advocate for our human rights as a collective.